Hello everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining us for another video. We have more interesting stories for you tonight, so get comfortable and enjoy. In November of 1872, the bustling port of New York witnessed the departure of the Mary Celeste, a sturdy merchant brigantine under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs. On board, the captain was accompanied by his wife, Sarah, and their young daughter, Sophia, along with a seasoned crew of 7 sailors, each with years of experience navigating the unpredictable waters of the Atlantic Ocean. As the Mary Celeste embarked on its journey towards the port city of Genoa, Italy, the horizon stretched out endlessly before them, a vast expanse of untamed sea and sky. The crew, well versed in the ways of the ocean, embarked with confidence, their spirits high as they set sail into the unknown. Days turned into weeks as the Mary Celeste made steady progress across the Atlantic. Yet, beneath the calm surface of the ocean, a sense of unease began to settle among the crew. Strange phenomena plagued the ship, eerie sounds echoing through the night, mysterious shadows flickering on the horizon, and an unshakable feeling of being watched from the depths below. Then, on a fateful morning in early December, the British brigantine Dei Gratia spotted the Mary Celeste adrift in the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Captain David Morehouse of the Dei Gratia couldn't believe his eyes as he peered through his spyglass. The Mary Celeste appeared eerily pristine, her sails billowing in the wind, yet there was no sign of life on deck. With a mixture of trepidation and curiosity, Captain Morehouse and his crew cautiously boarded the Mary Celeste, their footsteps echoing eerily against the wooden planks of the deserted ship. What they found sent shivers down their spines. The ship was deserted, its deck abandoned, and the captain's log lay open on the table, its last entry dated 10 days prior. As the crew of the Dei Gratia searched the ship, a sense of foreboding hung heavy in the air. The ship's cargo of denatured alcohol remained untouched, its provisions fully stocked, but crucial items such as the ship's register, navigational instruments, and personal belongings of the crew were conspicuously absent. And most perplexing of all, the lifeboat was missing, leaving no clues as to the fate of the crew. Rumors and theories spread like wildfire among the crew of the Dei Gratia. Had the crew of the Mary Celeste fallen victim to piracy, mutiny, or some other sinister plot? Or perhaps they had encountered a force beyond their understanding, a malevolent entity lurking in the depths of the ocean, driving them to abandon ship in a desperate bid for survival. As the Mary Celeste was towed to Gibraltar for further investigation, speculation ran rampant. Official inquiries were launched, witnesses were questioned, and theories were debated, but the truth remained elusive, buried beneath layers of speculation and uncertainty. To this day, the fate of Captain Briggs, his family, and the crew of the Mary Celeste remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. Theories abound, from rational explanations such as navigational errors or maritime disasters to more outlandish hypotheses involving paranormal phenomena and extraterrestrial encounters. And so, the Mary Celeste sails on, a ghostly apparition haunting the annals of maritime history, her secrets shrouded in mystery, her story destined to remain forever unsolved. As the waves continue to crash against her silent hull, the enigma of the Mary Celeste endures, a testament to the enduring mysteries of the sea and the unfathomable depths of the human imagination. This story is called The Disappearance of Flight 19. In the waning light of a December afternoon in 1945, the 5 Avenger torpedo bombers of Flight 19 roared to life on the tarmac of Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale. Led by seasoned flight instructor Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the crew prepared for what they anticipated would be a routine navigational training exercise over the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Ascending into the azure sky, the Avenger bombers cut a determined path through the clouds, their engines humming in unison. Lieutenant Taylor, confident in his navigational skills, led the formation with an air of assurance. Yet, as they ventured deeper into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle, an unsettling feeling of unease crept over the crew. The sun dipped toward the horizon, casting long shadows over the churning waters below. Suddenly, the radios crackled to life with Lieutenant Taylor's voice, strained and urgent, He reported compass malfunctions and confusion over their location. Panic spread through the formation as attempts to recalibrate their bearings failed, leaving them disoriented and lost amidst the endless expanse of ocean. As darkness enveloped the Avenger bombers, the night sky became a canvas of uncertainty. Frantic transmissions echoed through the void, pleading for assistance that never came. Then, one by one, the radio signals faded into silence, swallowed by the vastness of the Bermuda Triangle. Search and rescue teams scoured the waters, their efforts hampered by treacherous weather and the mysterious forces that seemed to defy explanation. Days turned into weeks, yet no trace of Flight 19 or its crew was ever found. Rumors swirled and theories abounded, with some speculating that Flight 19 had fallen victim to extraterrestrial abduction or encountered a rift in the fabric of space and time. Others whispered of ghostly apparitions and supernatural phenomena lurking within the Bermuda Triangle's murky depths. To this day, the fate of Flight 19 remains a haunting enigma, a testament to the enduring mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle and the inexplicable forces that lie hidden beneath its turbulent waters. This story is called Vanishing Over the Pacific, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart, the trailblazing aviator, stood on the sun-drenched tarmac of Lae, New Guinea on the morning of July 2, 1937. Her eyes sparkled with determination as she gazed at the sleek Lockheed Electra 10E aircraft, her chosen vessel for the most audacious flight of her career, an attempt to circumnavigate the globe along the equator, covering over 29,000 miles. As Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, prepared for departure, a palpable sense of anticipation filled the air. The sun cast long shadows across the runway as the engines of the Electra roared to life, propellers slicing through the humid tropical air. With a surge of power, the aircraft surged forward, hurtling down the runway and lifting gracefully into the boundless expanse of the Pacific sky. For weeks prior, Amelia and Fred had crisscrossed continents and oceans, their journey a symphony of triumphs and challenges. From the bustling streets of Miami to the remote airstrips of Africa and Asia, they had pushed the boundaries of aviation, inspiring millions with their daring exploits. But as they embarked on the final leg of their historic flight, a shadow of uncertainty loomed over the cockpit. Navigational challenges had plagued their journey, with magnetic anomalies and unpredictable weather conspiring against them. Despite their meticulous planning and expertise, doubts lingered about their ability to accurately pinpoint their position over the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. As they soared over the turquoise waters, their radio transmissions crackled with static, their voices tinged with apprehension. Conflicting reports from radio operators added to the confusion, painting a fragmented picture of their location and course. Amelia and Fred worked tirelessly to calculate their position using celestial navigation, but the ever-present threat of fuel exhaustion loomed large. Then, as the hours stretched on, tragedy struck. Contact with Amelia's aircraft was abruptly lost, leaving a void of silence in its wake. Frantic search efforts were launched, with ships and aircraft scouring the vast reaches of the Pacific Ocean for any sign of the missing aviators. Yet, despite weeks of intensive searching, no trace of Amelia, Fred, or their aircraft was ever found. In the aftermath of their disappearance, speculation and conjecture swirled about the fate of Amelia Earhart. Some suggested they ran out of fuel and were forced to ditch at sea, while others proposed they made an emergency landing on a remote island and perished as castaways. Conspiracy theories emerged, alleging they were captured by Japanese forces or that they staged their own disappearance to escape the pressures of fame. To this day, the fate of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history, a testament to the indomitable spirit of adventure and the unfathomable depths of the Pacific Ocean. This story is called The Disappearance of the Sauter Children. On a crisp December evening in 1945, the Sauter family of Fayetteville, West Virginia, gathered around the dinner table for a festive Christmas Eve meal. George and Jenny Sauter, hard-working parents of 10 children, had spared no effort in creating a warm and loving home for their family. The aroma of roast turkey and freshly baked pies filled the air, mingling with the laughter and chatter of excited children. After dinner, George and Jenny tucked their children into bed, exchanging hugs and kisses as they wished them pleasant dreams. Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, Betty, and their siblings eagerly anticipated the arrival of Santa Claus and the joyous festivities of Christmas morning. Little did they know that this would be the last time they would see 5 of their siblings alive. In the early hours of the morning, tragedy struck the Sauter family home. A fierce fire erupted, swiftly engulfing the house in flames. George and Jenny awoke to the sound of crackling flames and billowing smoke, their hearts pounding with fear. With adrenaline-fueled urgency, they raced through the house, frantically trying to rouse their children and escape the inferno. Despite their heroic efforts, the fire spread with terrifying speed, trapping the family inside. George and Jenny managed to rescue 4 of their children from the blaze, but as they searched for Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, they were met with a horrifying realization: the children were missing. With heavy hearts, George and Jenny fled the burning house with their surviving children, their minds reeling with shock and disbelief. As they watched helplessly from the safety of the snow-covered lawn, their beloved home and everything they owned was consumed by the raging inferno. In the aftermath of the fire, investigators scoured the charred remains of the Sauter home, searching for any clues that might explain the mysterious disappearance of the 5 children. But despite their exhaustive efforts, no trace of the missing children was ever found. There were no human remains discovered in the rubble, leaving George and Jenny to grapple with the agonizing uncertainty of their fate. The disappearance of the Sauter children sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community of Fayetteville and captured the attention of people across the country. George and Jenny refused to accept the official explanation of the fire, convinced that their children had been abducted and that the fire had been set to cover up the crime. In the years that followed, the Sauter family tirelessly pursued leads and searched for answers, but their efforts were met with frustration and dead ends. Sightings of the missing children were reported across the country, but none of the leads panned out, leaving the fate of Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty shrouded in mystery. Decades passed, and the Sauter parents never gave up hope of finding their missing children. They erected a billboard on Route 16 featuring pictures of the missing children and offering a reward for information leading to their whereabouts. But despite their tireless efforts, the mystery of what happened to the Sauter children on that fateful Christmas Eve remains unsolved to this day. The disappearance of Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty continues to haunt the small town of Fayetteville, West Virginia, and remains one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries in American history. George and Jenny Sauter passed away without ever knowing the fate of their beloved children, leaving behind a legacy of heartbreak and unanswered questions. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those stories. If you would like to see more, please subscribe to the channel.